Titans, Mike Mularkey silenced doubters with playoff win over Chiefs. Kansas City, Mo. When it was over, the first Titans playoff win in 14 years and the latest Kansas City Chiefs playoff debacle and a game that probably will stand as the wildest of the bunch when this postseason is over, Coach Mike Mularkey collected hug after hug like he was in a wedding receiving line. He basked for those moments in a 22-21 comeback win Saturday at dead quiet Arrowhead Stadium, then ran to the locker room to celebrate more with a team that has earned the right to play free and loose until this run ends. But let's go back one night. Marcus Mariota, Derrick Henry lead epic playoff comeback Johnny's Tavern in downtown Kansas City, filled Friday evening with Titans fans, awaited Mularkey. The coach's planned arrival was never announced to the crowd of a couple hundred, but Titans employees told media members to be ready for it. Much of the bar knew as the clock approached the target time of 10:50. Already, Titans radio announcers Mike Keith and Dave McGinnis had riled up the crowd, McGinnis predicting the Titans would kick the Chiefs' ass in the wild card game at Arrowhead Stadium. The anticipation built, and then it died. The word came. Mularkey had decided at the last minute to bail, forfeiting an opportunity to build some goodwill with a fan base that has largely turned on him this season. These particular folks were buzzing and ready to cheer him, but this is what he has become, indecisive and uncertain, entering the weekend with a playoff team and not assured he would leave it with a job. Back to Saturday. Asked after the win of his career if he felt secure in his job entering the game, Mularkey was brutally honest, saying, "No, I haven't had any support to say that I was. So no, I just assumed the worst." But he gets to keep the job another week now, right? And Titans fans are okay with that? Mularkey didn't pick up the microphone Friday, but he dropped it Saturday, engineering a stunning comeback upset of the Chiefs to bring his two-season record as the full-time head coach to 19-14. This after the Titans went 5-27 the previous two seasons. If you're a fan and you're doubting a head coach that just got to the playoffs, then there's something wrong, said Titans safety Kevin Byard, who led Dick LeBeau's defense to a second-half shutout. "I don't really have anything to say to the fans, but to my head coach, I'm proud of him." Titans report card, with job on the line. Mike Mularkey oversees epic comeback in playoffs. The Titans stormed back from a 21-3 halftime deficit and rode star performances from quarterback Marcus Mariota, 205 yards and 2 touchdowns passing, 46 yards rushing, 1 monster block late, and running back Derrick Henry, 23 carries, 156 yards, 1 touchdown. They benefited from the second-quarter loss of Kansas City tight end Travis Kelce, but there was nothing through 30 minutes to suggest they could even make this a game. "It's this team," Mularkey said. "I wish you guys would give them a little credit for it. They stick together and they got each other's backs and they always have. They got this done after a Henry fumble that was returned for a potential game-winning touchdown was overturned because he was down. And despite 2 missed 2-point conversions, 1 return for an apparent 2-pointer for the Chiefs that was called back because Mariota was ruled down. And despite not reaching the end zone until a third-quarter Mariota pass was batted back to him, a touchdown pass and reception for him. Whatever. Mularkey just got the franchise to its first playoff game in 9 years. And he just won its first playoff game since 2004. The number 5 seed Titans will head to number 1 seed New England or number 2 seed Pittsburgh next weekend to play for a spot in the AFC Championship game because the Titans never stop playing under Mularkey. Titans fans keep the faith at Saturday's playoff watch party. There's so much that can be written about these players and the way they bounced back from a 3-game losing streak to earn a playoff bid against AFC South champ Jacksonville last week, then took out the loaded Chiefs. But in Kansas City, the only storyline is that the Chiefs continue to disappoint in the postseason and still haven't won a home playoff game since Joe Montana was starting at quarterback in 1994. And in Nashville, it's all Mularkey, all the time. NFL Network's Ian Rapoport came with another pre-game claim that Mularkey would be coaching for his job, tweeting that a loss could end his tenure, as the team prepares for a run at Patriots offensive coordinator, Josh McDaniels. "Comedy to me," Beard said. "Ridiculous," Mularkey said of the circumstances. "I can say I don't think it's fair to my family. So when it has an effect on my family, it has an effect on me. So yeah, I'd say it had a big effect on me." McDaniels has worked with Titans general manager John Robinson in New England. Robinson refused comment after the game, but a separate team source confirmed after the game that Mularkey's job is safe. "Seriously, how can it not be safe at this point? I can hear it now if he beats the Patriots or Steelers next week. Hey, Mike, great job. Now just win the Super Bowl and make sure Mariota throws for more than 400 yards and that half of those yards come on run-pass options and you're good, okay?" He should be secure in his position based on the job he has done and on the risk involved in any coaching change, with the understanding that Mularkey and a potentially retooled offensive staff must make major strides in 2018. The offense needs to look more like it did in the second half Saturday when it took over the game, battered the Chiefs up front and converted all 7 third-down opportunities. And if the decision already has been made to pursue McDaniels, who is far from a sure thing, well, a decision isn't final until it's final. Just look at Mularkey, who changed his mind Friday night and got to changing the minds of others on Saturday. Reach Joe Rexrode at jrexrode@tennessean.com and follow him on Twitter at joerexrode.